Well, the West African bloc ECOWAS has directed the activation of a standby force to restore democracy in Niger following the coup. The leaders have concluded their emergency meeting in Abuja. They have condemned the detention of President Mohamed Bazoum and say the regional bloc will enforce strict travel restrictions to Niger and freeze assets of individuals in the way of a return to a civilian government.
Direct the Committee of the Chief of Defence Staff to activate the ECOWAS standby force with all its elements immediately. Order the deployment of the ECOWAS standby force to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. Underscore its continued commitment to the restoration of constitutional order through peaceful means.
OK, let's get more on this with Ahmed Idris, who's in Abuja, Nigeria, where that ECOWAS summit has just finished. And Ahmed, first of all, can you just tell us a little bit more about this standby military force? What does it exactly entail? Just how large is it?
Well, they're not talking specifically in terms of numbers, but this is a force that has been agreed upon by member states. The last time it was deployed was to Guinea-Bissau to stabilize the political situation there following a coup attempt. So the numbers can range between 3,000 to 6,000 or even more, depending on the circumstances. And this comprises mainly of the military, the police, and even civil components of that standby force. They are armed, and also they are also empowered to carry out other civic duties in areas where they are deployed. So the deployment of this force probably could signal the start of something big, like a military intervention in Niger.
OK, is this actually going to work, do you think? I mean, we're looking at strict travel restrictions to Niger, freeze on assets for individuals in a bid to try and return the civilian government. Is any of this actually going to work?
It all depends on the willpower of the leaders of the economic community of West African states. Yes, Nigeria has the number, and it's expected to be the largest contributor. And with countries like the United States, France, and others solidly behind ECOWAS, we probably are seeing the possibility of financial help from these organizations. The countries may have, Nigeria and its and member states of ECOWAS may have the numbers, may have the troops, but the financial requirements or the logistics required for this will have to come from external forces as well, because at the moment we're looking at countries that are struggling with their economies right now and also dealing with their own domestic problems.
OK, thank you so much for that. That's Ahmed Idris for us in Abuja, Nigeria, where the ECOWAS summit has just concluded. Zainbu Bent Iribi has more from Niger's capital on the coup leaders' action just ahead of the ECOWAS summit.
The military junta has just named a new government, directed by Lamine Zain, who is also Minister of Finance. The government is composed by 21 members, including 15 civil members and 6 military members. The nomination of the government can be seen as a direct answer to ECOWAS emergency meeting in Abuja. It shows also that the military junta doesn't care about ECOWAS declarations and will continue to ignore any international calls to reinstate the ousted president. The ousted president, who is under house arrest, says that he is living under very hard conditions without electricity, medicine or food. Coup leaders have also accused French forces for fearing captured terrorists in order to destabilize Niger. Al Jazeera, Niamey.